Hi guys, this is Teacher Sherilyn and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to talk about how to be an early childhood educator in Canada without studying again. That is the question that we're going to answer today in this video. If you studied early childhood education or you're an early childhood educator in the Philippines, Japan, South Korea, Singapore, India, or any other country, and then you come to Canada, do you need to study early childhood education again? If you studied early childhood education and you're an early childhood educator, then there's a high chance that you don't need to study again. How? The first thing that you need to do is to identify which province in Canada you're going. As you all know, there are 10 provinces in Canada, and each province, they have their own requirement on how you can become a registered early childhood educator. Now that you know which province in Canada you're going, of course, the next step would be to find out the ECE requirement that is needed in that province. As what I have told you, each province in Canada has their own requirement on how you can become a registered early childhood educator. For example, if you're in British Columbia, you need to have 5 hours of teaching in their daycare or childcare centers so that you can have your 5-year ECE certificate. On the other hand, if you're in Alberta, you need to take English test in addition to the courses that you have taken so that you can have your early childhood educator certificate. Now that you know the requirements needed for that certain province, the next thing that you need to do is, of course, to prepare all those documents and submit them, and then wait for your certificate to arrive. Once you have all the documents that you needed, usually it takes around 4 to 6 weeks before you get your certificate. Now let's go to the questions that you may want to ask. Maybe you want to ask, what if the requirement from that province is difficult to obtain? When I say difficult to obtain, it will take time for you to get the requirement that you need to submit. So what should you do? What you can do is to look at the requirements from other provinces and to see what are the documents that they need. If you find it that the requirements that are needed in another province is easy for you to submit, then you can apply your early childhood education certificate from that province. Like for me, I am in British Columbia, but I did my certification in Saskatchewan. Now you may want to ask, what if I am a registered early childhood educator in one province? Can I be a registered early childhood educator in another province? The answer to that question is yes. You can be a registered early childhood educator in one province if you are an early childhood educator from another province. All you need to do is to have your certificate translated in another province. I shared with you that I did my early childhood certification in Saskatchewan, and I am in British Columbia. So what I did is I translated my early childhood certificate from Saskatchewan here in British Columbia. And that would take again another 4 to 6 weeks for me to get my certification. That is possible because they have the labor mobility agreement. And if in case I will go to Alberta, I again need to translate my certificate so that I can be a registered early childhood educator in Alberta. Without certification, you cannot be an early childhood educator here in Canada. If you have more questions about being an early childhood educator here in Canada, please comment it down below. Thank you guys for watching and see you again next time.